to our Tuesday lunch chat. I am Sarah Keller, the owner of Not Another Hat, joining you live from inside my store in the beautiful Hood River, Oregon. So welcome. I have a plethora of fun topics to cover today, so buckle up because we're gonna just like boom, 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 boom. Hopefully I won't just talk so fast that I spew it all out in incoherent groups of text and actually make it something you can absorb. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Patty. Hi, Sharon. I am joining you from the fingering section of the store, and actually it's really cool because I wanted to show you this yarn over my shoulder, but then we also have this one right here, and that's two of our local hand dyers, essentially. We've got some knitted wit, and then we're going to talk about this lavender sheep right here. Didn't even think about that when I placed myself right here, so gotta love those local hand dyers. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Sandra. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's see. What am I going to start off with? I'll just tell you really quick what I'm wearing because this is not what I'm going to talk about today. But I happen to bring it in. It's an oldie but a goodie. This is the Starting Point by Hohi. And 5 skeins of fingering will make this gorgeous bit of business here. I absolutely love mine. I actually really loved knitting this whole thing. I just said to Julia, this was back when I still liked mystery knit-alongs. Everything about this. I have a lot of Tosh Merino Light in here, but I also do have, this one right here is a lavender sheep yarn. So it's also good timing since we're going to talk about lavender sheep in just a second. And so anyways, this isn't really on today's agenda, but I figured somebody would ask at some point what I'm wearing. And that's what it is. So let's get started, shall we? The first thing that I want to mention today is that dear Miss Ingrid and Julia have been working hard behind the scenes to add more classes to our lineup. Woo! I know that a lot of you were waiting anxiously to take some of the classes that we recently posted and they sold out lickety split. So never fear, new dates are here. There are new dates for navigating patterns, yarn, and fiber. That one sold out really fast. There are new dates for Learn to Brioche with the Brioche Queen, Miss Ingrid. And there are new dates for short rows. That one sold out incredibly fast last time. So go to the website right now. We've got them on our homepage. Get these signed up. Lickety split before they sell out again. There are still openings in all 3 of those. So head on over. Navigating yarns, patterns, and fibers. This is like I almost said knitting 101, but it's not like learning to knit, but it is like the crucial essential information that makes you a superstar knitter so that you really understand the decisions you're making when you're picking out yarns for a project, when you're picking out a project, actually, all of it. So it's a really, really amazing class. It's packed full of valuable information and tips from dear Miss Ingrid. So definitely go check that out if you have not already taken that class. You could be a, intermediate and beyond knitter and still get a lot out of that class. In fact, Miss Ingrid's on the video right now. Hello, Ingrid. So go check out those dates. They're all in April and May, so plenty of time to plan for them. You get them on your calendar. They are Zoom classes, and they will be recorded. If you happen to miss it live, you can always watch the recording later. So definitely don't miss these opportunities. The value for these classes and the price that they are, honestly, in this day and age, screaming deal. Screaming deal. So go check it out. All right, next on today's list, I have a little, I have a reminder note right over here so I don't forget anything because there's just so much. We have 2 gorgeous, gorgeous new samples in the shop, and I'm going to show both of them to you because they're amazing. Julia knit up my Cove hat design, and this is a really great little hat that is mostly boring with just a little bit of pattern on the side here, little lace mesh pattern, and I'm gonna put it on my head. It's got a nice loose semi-slouchy fit. It's like in between a slouchy hat and a beanie. Like it doesn't hang off like a slouchy hat, but it also doesn't crush your hair like a beanie. For those of you who don't like hair crushing, or like me, or need to wear a hat when it's cold outside but take it off when you come indoors and you don't want to look like you've been wearing a hat. So this is the perfect hat for this, and Julia knit this in Vintage DK from Berroco. It's gorgeous. all of you acrylic snobs out there, this is the acrylic blend yarn that's going to change your mind. It's a half acrylic and wool, easy care, so lovely to knit with. Like Julia probably was talking about this, I don't know, 4 different times while you're knitting it, right? Totally. She was knitting it, she's just around the corner. I'm not talking to myself. She just kept saying, this yarn is amazing. This yarn is amazing. And it really is. So I'm going to take it off and see if I can't hold it up closer so you can see all of the beautiful color. I don't know if it'll come through, but this is pumpkin, I think.
Red chili.
Sorry, red chili. Do you see? I don't know if you can tell, but there's so many different little beautiful heathered shades that just make up this color that give it an amazing depth. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's our first sample, and you can find Berroco Vintage DK on our website. Oh, and she has just half a skein left over. So you basically could get 2 hats out of 1 skein. Even better. It's what, 12 or 14? 12-ish? $12, 2 hats? $6 a hat? Hello! Okay, next, Miss Jillian has knit the most adorable baby sweater ever. Here we go. Oh, everybody go, ooh. This is Moby by PetiteKnit. Look at this. It is just like a classic Aran baby sweater. Adorable, adorable. Jill knit this up in Berroco Ultra Wool DK. So obviously the classic cream, this is what PetiteKnit's pattern shows it in. We could not resist copying that and doing just the classic Aran color. But how beautiful are these colors? They would work as well. This one is 83164 and 83163. Oh, I picked colors that were right next to each other sequentially. Both of them, it would be just so beautiful in any color you decided to do it in. I think like a moss green would be stunning. And if you're in love with this, but there's no babies in your life, Jill immediately finished this and cast it on the grown-up version because she loved knitting it so much. And I believe she is using wool stock in the cream color to make herself the grown-up version. It's just the Moby adult version. So you can find both of those on Ravelry. And actually, I don't have a note. I think this used just barely over 1 skein of DK. Is that right, Jill? 2 skeins, sorry. Yeah, it did use 2 skeins of DK, and this is the 12-month size. No. Yes. I sound like I'm having a conversation with myself. Like I have a split personality. 2 skeins for the 12-month size. So this is a good size sweater. This is going to fit somebody's kid for a little, a good range of time. And PetiteKnit offers, or PetiteKnits, she offers a lot of size ranges in the pattern itself. So if you've got a smaller or a larger one to knit for, you're covered. So that's a roundup of the 2 new samples that we have this week. So before I move on to some other stuff, I want to give you a couple of quick reminders. Oh good, they can hear you, so they know I'm not talking to myself. Stash Amnesty is this weekend, Friday and Saturday in the store, or ship it to us. So Stash Amnesty, if you've missed the news, there is a full explanation on our website. You can go and read that. But basically what it is we will take your stash off your hands, that old stash that's like totally weighing you down and not allowing you to enjoy your knitting or enjoy casting on a new project or shopping for new yarn. We will turn it into what we like to call KAH cash, where you can spend it here at the store. So for every 1 pound of yarn you bring us, you get $1 in KAH cash. And that might sound like a pound is a lot, but honestly, that's like 4 skeins, 400 gram skeins is almost a pound there. So you're really close to getting a pound, especially if you've got some of those acrylic babies you want to get rid of. Those tend to be like big daddies. So bring it in, we'll weigh it. We'll issue you your KAH cash that you can spend in the store. And if you're not a local and you can't come in, you can actually ship it to us. We'll weigh it. We will send you a coupon code that you can redeem online for the amount of your KAH cash. So Just a little thing to help you kind of move through some stuff. Sometimes having a lot of stash that you're really not going to use, but you don't want to let go of because it's like, you know, yarn in your hands. This could be very helpful for freeing things up for you. And then we're going to take it and we're going to use it for a good cause. We're either going to donate it to the local crafting senior center, or we're going to resell it at a, you know, screaming good deal and donate the money to a local charity, which is what we ended up doing last time because you guys brought in so many beautiful skeins. So Friday, Saturday, or ship it this week. And yeah, stash amnesty. Next. So next up, I'm just going to give you a quick little teaser that next week our spring yarn tasting is going to go on sale. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Club members, of course, you get that half off. So I'm putting all the details together on that. Right now, we'll have some lovely yarns to sample in our spring yarn tasting. Speaking of yarns, we got some new yarns in the house. Okay, I mentioned these yarns last week, but I didn't have them to show them to you. And also I hadn't put them on the website yet. So let's take a look. We have some great new sock yarn. It was time for some new sock yarn, right? 2 new yarns from Universal this spring, both self-patterning sock yarns. Zesty Sock, which tends to be like lighter in base color with little splotches of color. And then Easel, which is like full on self-patterning, gorgeous. You can get a preview of how these knit up on our website. If you go right now, there's little pictures of these socks knit up, or these colors knit up. So both of these are $20. They're 437 yards. You know, the standard sock yarn, you get a pair for a ball, etc. Really good deal for $20. Really fun patterns, spring summer colors. You know, kind of get the spring summer vibe going. Here's another Zesty, super pretty. So yay for new sock yarn. Also in from who does? Nydia. I mean, soft is relative. You get my standard spiel. She said soft, right? Yes. Okay. This is what I always say when people ask in the store, oh, is it soft? Soft is going to really just depend on the person who's touching it. I just have zero sensitivity to wool. I can wear almost every kind of wool next to my skin and not have a problem. So I'm not the greatest person to ask. This feels really soft right here. It's a superwash wool, 75% superwash, 25% nylon. It's going to wash and wear really well. It's not merino. It's just wool, which means it goes into the big general sorting bin where they don't keep track of breeds, and you know, it gets sorted out. So I would call this, if you're very sensitive, I'd call this middle ground. I would say this is softer than opal sock yarn, but it's not merino, if that helps. I don't know if you're familiar with opal. I always kind of did actually find opal to be a little abrasive. So yeah, superwash and nylon. Thank you for asking that, Nydia. So another new yarn from Papyrus from Universal for spring summer is Fibra Natura's Papyrus. And this is very soft. This is 78% cotton, 22% silk. It feels amazing. And we have just a small smattering of spring colors because it was too beautiful to pass up. And so there's like a light yellow and a gray and a silver. This would just make beautiful spring summer garments. And it's regular 12, but we actually have it on sale right now for 10. It's a DK and it knits at about 21 stitches to 4 inches, 5 1/4 stitches to the inch. So it's just like right in that DK territory. Really beautiful. And it's got kind of, it's almost a slightly marled. Not sure if that's going to focus for you. Very subtly marled there. So really beautiful spring summer yarn that we just got in. And then also last week, I know I mentioned that the wool cycle was here, but I hadn't taken pictures yet. I have a couple of skeins. Ariana posted some really beautiful pictures in our stories of these colorways. They are all now up on the website. This is Madeline Tosh Wool Cycle Sport, and it's a brand new yarn, and it's entirely upcycled from the fiber industry. So entirely upcycled. Superwash merino. It is superwash. So this is just a smattering of colors here. We've got Afternoon Nap, Oak, Peppercorn, and Pink Mist Smoke Tree. So I only brought over 4 skeins. Check it out. It's a true sport. Like I mentioned last week, it's got 327 yards to 100 grams. So Beautiful, beautiful. You can just feel that it's going to have a really lovely hand to knit with. We haven't got our hands on it yet to actually make something. Okay, the last bit in the new yarn roundup is not a new yarn, but definitely lots of new colors and a big, huge restock of the Lavender Sheep Yakety Yak fingering, Yakety Yak sock. So Damson is a new color. Columbia River, this one is a new color. I think Dogwood is new for us. Emerald City, this is beautiful green. So lots of beautiful new colors. There's a fourth one that we didn't have before that I'm not remembering which one, but it could be Deep Ocean. This one is really, really pretty. So if you're not familiar with this one, it is a fingering weight merino yak silk blend. Oh, it's absolutely luscious. This is the natural color. This kind of silvery gray. The light changes when I move. Here we go. So if you can picture that, this is what the base looks like without any dye. So these colors all look especially rich because they're being dyed onto this light silvery beige base. And that is one of my absolute favorite things about Yak Blend yarns, is they just have this depth of color that is stunning. So this would be perfect for any accessory, shawl, whatever. It's just absolutely beautiful. And we have a nice big restock from Miss Lavender Sheep. Yes, Jill made her Petra in this yarn. Petra is designed by Marie Green, Olive Knits. So you could check that out on Ravelry if you wanted to see Jill's Petra. She used Raven Storm and Hearts. So her main color was this Raven Storm, and then the Hearts was her contrast color, and it's gorgeous. She actually wore it in the day that we had this yarn, that we restocked this yarn. So it was very good timing, Jill. Okay, I still have more. Oh, look, I'm 17 minutes in. That's a lot of talking, but hang in there because these are really exciting announcements. Okay, we are adding Sundays back to our schedule. We have hired a new team member. Her name is Ariana. She's fantastic. And next week, she's going to join me on our Tuesday lunch chat so I can introduce her to all of you people. And we'll do a quick little Q&A so we can get to know her better. But she will be taking over on Sundays. So we will now be open Sundays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're sticking with the same hourly schedule right now as we head into the spring-summer season. Maybe we'll reevaluate that down the road as things pick up for fall. But for right now, Wednesday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Miss Ariana will be joining us on Sundays. We are all over the moon excited here to add Ariana to Team Awesome. So you can come and check us out on Sunday. And then one last announcement. We have finally integrated our systems, and all of our rewards are now housed under kind of the same administration. They weren't previously, if you didn't know that. That's why we would handwrite those little codes at the bottom of your receipt. That is no more. You can actually now go onto our website, and in the bottom right-hand corner is a little icon. It says rewards, and click on it and see how many points you have, how close you are to redeeming a reward, how to redeem a reward, all of it. You can see it all. Just beware, it will ask you to log in if you're not already logged in. But it's just like, whew, it's just such a huge load off to finally have that all housed under one umbrella. So we are very excited now, and you can go in and check your reward status right now. And if you don't know that we have rewards, we totally have rewards. You earn 1 point for every dollar you spend. And when you spend $500, you get a $25 coupon to shop at the store. It's amazing. Tracy, we did talk about the shawl, but it was very, very early, like a first minute, but I'll tell you one more time. This is the Starting Point shawl by Joji, and it takes 5 skeins of fingering, and mine is mostly Tosh Merino Light. So thank you for asking. It is gorgeous. It's also very comfy and warm, and today is a blistery, windy, cold day, so it is especially useful, except I just caught it on something behind me. There we go. Whoop. Julia, thank you for sharing that link. All right, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in for this entire 20 minutes. What a long chat. Don't forget, Stashy Amnesty this weekend. Yarn tasting goes on sale next week. beautiful new yarns in the store, beautiful new blog posts to check out with our samples. Now open Sundays. I think that's it. Classes. Sign up for classes. All right. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. See you next week. Toodaloo.